I feel like there's a few things that they don't tell you about parenting toddlers, and that is that every single morning I feel like I have to prepare the house for my toddler by baby proofing it. So for example, we almost always in our house have to push our coffee table up against our TV because our TV isn't hooked into anything, and so he likes to pull on this part of the TV. And then we almost always have to put a blanket over our coffee table because of two reasons. Number one, he likes to climb our coffee table, and a blanket's the only way he doesn't do that. And number two, he also, being a boy and just a kid in general, likes to hit things up against our wooden coffee table, and so in a way it's kind of a protection. And even though it is very dark outside, we still have to put our blinds up because otherwise he can grab them and mess with them. Good morning, guys. Welcome to another vlog. This morning we have nothing to eat for breakfast, at least not yet. I'm making some bread, but it won't be ready for a little bit. So I'm gonna just make some quick, very, very quick pancakes. These are really soupy pancakes. I'm gonna add some flour to it, and some cinnamon. Alright, it's a little bit later after I walked, and I'm going to be making some pumpkin chocolate chip bread. I'm tearing off a piece of bread for Gentry David. First, you're going to start off with 1/3 cup of a neutral oil. So I always use coconut oil. You can use butter, but the texture may turn out a little different. And then, let's see, what's next? 2 eggs. Just gonna put those in here. This is a naturally sweetened pumpkin chocolate chip bread. However, the only unnatural part about this is the chocolate chips because there is refined sugar in it. So if you don't want any refined sugar, then just yeah, then just get rid of the chocolate chips. Then we're gonna do 1 cup of pumpkin puree. Make sure you preheat your oven to 350. I'm at the point right now with toddlerhood that I have to literally shove everything on this countertop towards the center, otherwise he is able to grab it. I'm just gonna whisk that together, and then I'm gonna add in the maple syrup. The maple syrup, you're gonna do a half a cup of maple syrup, which I was doing some reading, well, not reading, chat GPTing the other day, and I was genuinely curious about like what is better in terms of like refined sugar and unrefined sugar, so like natural sugar. And I don't know if this is entirely true, but it said there's more calories in like honey and maple syrup than there is in white sugar. But in terms of nutrients and the antioxidants that you can be getting from maple syrup and honey, there's a lot more, obviously. Also, if you cannot tell, I just don't feel good today. I woke up with a headache. I've had a headache all day. Not only a headache, I also woke up with a sore throat. I just did like a teaspoon. A sore throat and a stuffy nose. And I feel like this pregnancy, I have just been so much more sick than my last pregnancy. Not sure why. Gentry David is, oh, it feels so good to sit. He's currently in his room right now playing with his toys. But yeah, I've just been extra tired today. But I'm like, I also just feel like I have so much to get done. And so I'm trying to take breaks here and there, just like laying on the floor while Gentry David's playing, or just taking the rest I need. And it's really, really difficult because right now I'm in like intense toddler stage where there's just whining for really no reason and a whole lot of other things that come with that. And so I've just been like mentally exhausted the last 2 days, and now feeling sick, I feel physically exhausted. So it's just all around today. I moved y'all a little closer so I can sit and talk. I just added a half a cup of milk into the liquid mixture. Just like so. Then I'm going to do 2 cups of flour. But yeah, this stage, I'm like, the stage of toddlerhood specifically is exhausting. So just taking it easy when I can, as much as possible, really. But especially today because I don't feel too hot today. And I'm just gonna like eyeball the cinnamon. The recipe calls for like pumpkin pie spice, but I don't have that. So we're gonna do that, add a little salt. I never measure my salt. I just kind of like, oh, 1/4 teaspoon, 1/8 teaspoon, that looks about it. So 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking salt. Not baking salt, baking soda. Jeez, I don't know why I'm like so, ugh. This is a reality sometimes. Hi, Bubba. Hi. Alright, let's mix this together. Now I'm going to add in, I have these mini chocolate chips. I'm just going to eyeball it.